Hi, I'm Isabella Velarde.
And I'm Will Smith, and you're watching WCAT's Weekly News.
We hope everyone had a great weekend and especially a happy Valentine's Day. What an impressive performance from both Mac and WAC this past Wednesday. Both groups sounded terrific. Additionally, guitarist and singer-songwriter David Ryan Harris performed, and we'll have a story on him next week.
The Chinese New Year arrives this Friday, and it is the year of the dog. According to Asian astrology, your birth year and animal play a big part in determining your personality. Anyone born in the dog year will be communicative, serious, and responsible in the workplace. So if you find yourself barking at the moon or chasing cars, this could be your year. Happy New Year, everyone.
This week, reporter Evie Reardon had the opportunity to catch up with upper school English teacher Jessie Bridey to discuss an upcoming orchestral piece premiering with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra.
I'm Evie Reardon with WCAT. Westminster has its very own secret Beethoven, Mr. Bridey. Mr. Bridey had the chance to write a piece that's premiering at the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. I had the chance to talk to him. So tell me a little bit about the compositions that you have worked on that are now going to premiere at the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra.
Well, I guess over the past 3 or 4 years, I've actually worked with a friend of mine who plays upright bass in the symphony, and his name is Michael Kurth. I write in response to him, and then we kind of come back together and make little changes and tweaks along the way until we have something we feel like is a finished piece.
So it's a big collaboration.
It's a big collaboration. This year, the orchestra is putting on several of his works, and in the mix is Michael Kurth's Miserere, which I contributed some lyrics to the libretto for the piece that premieres on March 22nd.
Thanks, Mr. Bridey. For WCAT, I'm Evie Reardon. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, who knew Mr. Bridey dabbled as a lyricist? In other news, attention all juniors. If you are interested in holding a leadership position next year, applications for all councils are due next Friday, February 26th. Make sure to get them in.
Shifting gears, a couple of weeks ago, the mock trial team competed in the regional tournament and came in first place. Special congratulations to our very own Will Spillman, as it is rumored that he is the anchor of this year's team. Reporters Riley Warner and Smith Patton took a look at mock trial this year.
Thanks, guys. Mock trial is a very popular extracurricular here at Westminster. We interviewed Dr. Adcox, one of the advisors for this club, to hear a little more about it.
Can you give me a brief description about basically just what mock trial is?
Sure. So the idea behind mock trial is to give students some exposure to the legal profession. And essentially what happens is that every year the Georgia Bar releases essentially a fictional case. We have both sides of the case prepared, so we have attorneys and we have people who play witnesses. The students who play attorneys are essentially tasked with questioning witnesses, knowing the rules of evidence, and being able to essentially make the case for whichever side they are on. The role of a witness is a little bit tricky. It kind of combines both the ability to know the case, but then also some performance. Because you sort of have a character, you have a statement from that character, and you have to sort of embody them and give the court a sense of realism that this is an actual person, and that these aren't necessarily scripted questions, but it's something that's very conversational.
I've heard that your team has been doing really well this year, so just based on your perspective, where do you guys think you are right now?
So there are essentially 3 sort of phases to the state competition. You start with the regional competition, and we actually won first place there. And this weekend we have our district competition, and because we won first place at the previous round, we actually get a bye on the first round of the tournament, and then we'll have 2 rounds of arguing the case on Saturday. Hopefully, if we do well, we'll win there, and then the final state competition is the weekend of March 3rd.
As you can tell, mock trial has had a great year so far. Make sure that if you see any of them in the halls to wish them good luck this weekend on their trial. I'm Smith Patton, now back to you in the studio.
Congratulations, Westy Law Cats. This past Sunday, senior Andrew Oglesby won a Shakespeare competition and has been chosen by the English-speaking Union Atlanta branch to represent our region as a branch winner in the 2018 ESU National Shakespeare Competition in New York in April. What an honor.
The Westminster players have been working hard these last couple of months on the winter play She Kills Monsters. Performances take place on February 23rd and 24th at 7 p.m. There will also be a dress rehearsal on Thursday, February 22nd at 4. All performances are free admission and reservations are not required, so make sure to check it out.
Now let's go to sports anchor Jack Hunter with this week's weekly sports report.
Thanks, guys. After a very successful winter season for Westminster Athletics, spring sports teams are starting game action this week. The Varsity boys baseball team has a doubleheader against Callaway tomorrow at home. This will be their first game action as their first game against Riverwood was canceled due to rain. The Varsity boys lacrosse team opened up their season with a great game versus Walker yesterday, and they'll play again tomorrow at Pope at 2:30. From one lacrosse team to another, the Varsity girls lacrosse team opens their season tonight as they play Grady at home at 5 p.m. In soccer, the boys soccer team looks to improve to 3-0 on the season with a big game at Vestavia Hills High School. They bounce back on Saturday to play Fort Payne at Vestavia Hills High School as well. That's all for this week. I'm Jack Hunter with WCAT. Now back to you.
Thanks, Jack. Our sports teams continue to reach new heights, and while we're on the subject of wins, freshman Yush Kadati won $50,000 on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Keeping with the winning theme, the Office for Institutional Advancement wants to thank students and faculty who participated in the Say Thanks Day by sharing messages of gratitude with the Westminster donor community. More than 1,100 donors received Valentine's thank you postcards from a student, and the OIA recently held a raffle for students who participated in the #WildlyThankful campaign on social media. Winners are, drumroll please, Victoria Flowers with a $25 Chick-fil-A gift card, Max Lincoln with a $25 Starbucks gift card, and Ryan Suddeth with a $25 gift card, Willie's gift card, excuse me. Congrats to all.
Have you ever wondered what senior superlatives your teachers got back when they were in high school? I know I have. Reporter Christiana Dole checked in with some of our teachers to take a look at their superlative past.
Christiana Dole for WCAT. With the spring semester underway, senioritis is almost at its peak. With every senior class, there are superlatives, and believe it or not, some teachers at Westminster had some pretty interesting superlatives. So what high school did you go to?
Thornwell High School in South Carolina.
I went to South Broward High School in Hollywood, Florida.
I went to Tuscola High School in Waynesville, North Carolina.
I went to Northside High School in Atlanta, and now they call it North Atlanta.
So what was your superlative?
Most likely to succeed.
Oh my goodness, I was wittiest in the senior class.
I was most likely to succeed.
My superlative was most outstanding senior.
Do you think your superlative fit?
I was very ambitious, so I wasn't very surprised. I still am.
Well, I was pretty funny at that point. I'm not sure I'm quite as funny as I was then.
I think so. I think I actually would say I've been successful in many ways, many which I didn't know in high school would be a measure of success.
I think it fit for the other person. There were two of us chosen, one boy, one girl, and Karen Webster was kind of miss everything. So I was happy just to be in the picture and happy that I guess enough people voted me to be most outstanding.
I would say it's nice. It's nice to look back on. It hasn't defined me, but it's been good.
As this year's seniors are looking forward to their own superlatives, maybe they'll earn similar titles. I'm Christiana Dole for WCAT.
Apparently our teachers were teenagers too at one time. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Will Smith.
And I'm Isabella Velarde. Have a great long weekend, Wildcats.